The hellhound discovered bones of an ancient huge hound found at a ruined abbey. And this sounds like the Hounds of the Baskervilles that we used to read in high school. The skeleton of a huge hound believed to have terrorized villagers 4 centuries ago has been found in a ruined abbey. Daily Mail Paul Harris reports, the skeleton of a huge hound believed to have terrorized the villages 4 centuries ago found. According to folklore, Black Shuck terrorized East Anglia in the 16th century. He towered at 7 feet tall. Can you imagine? A hound? That's bigger than a horse? That's oh my goodness. He towered at 7 feet tall with flaming red eyes and shaggy black hair. Now remains of legendary hound may have been unearthed during a dig, and the bones found by archaeologists among the ruins at Leston Abbey in Suffolk, England. They belong to a male dog standing at 7 feet tall, weighing 200 pounds. Experts are currently carrying out radiocarbon dating testing on the remains. Now it roamed the countryside, spreading death and terror. A giant, ferocious hellhound with flaming eyes and savage claws. And it was basically very close to the surface of the land there. Now, for centuries, the beast came to be known as Black Shuck. It struck fear into the hearts of all those who crossed its path. Just a single glimpse was enough to impact a fatal curse, the briefest encounter sufficient to suck the life from any hapless victim. One thing, however, has always been absent from the many tales of the dog-like entity and its sinister appearance in the east of England's flatlands, a single fact. Now, that may be about to change the answer to the question, did it exist only in folklore, or was it flesh and blood? Well, they now know it was not folklore, it was real. Yesterday, 500 years after Black Shuck first went on the prowl, archaeologists were examining the skeleton of a 7-foot-long dog unearthed in the remains of an ancient abbey in Suffolk. It was discovered a few miles from 2 churches where Black Shuck is said to have done away with worshippers during an almighty thunderstorm in the year 1577, the month of August. And what's more, it happened to have been buried in a very shallow grave at precisely the same time as Shuck is said to have been on the loose, primarily around Suffolk at the East Anglia region. Now, if anybody had captured this thing, you can imagine 200-pound, 7-foot-long hound. How could you possibly have chained it up? It would break any chain that you can imagine. Now, experts will subject the bones and surrounding material to 21st century dating techniques. But first, the legend. The beast most certainly celebrated attack against, again being at a Holy Trinity Church, Blytheburg. A clap of thunder burst open the church doors, and a hairy black devil dog came snarling in. It ran through the congregation, causing the church and the church steeple to fall through the roof. Scorch marks still visible on the church doors are purported to have come from Black Shuck's claws as it fled. Local verse records the event thus. It said, all down the church in the midst of fire, the hellish monster flew and passed onward to the choir. He many people slew, end quote. And next stop was 12 miles away in Bangay, where 2 worshippers were done away with by him at St. Mary's Church. One was left shriveled like a prawn purse as he prayed. Now, in his 1577 pamphlet, A Strange and Terrible Wonder, the Reverend Abram Fleming told how the Satan-like beast came running all along down the body of the church with great swiftness and incredible haste among the people in a visible form and shape, wringing the necks of 2 parishioners as they knelt. Spookily, A later work reveals, although this howling makes the hearer's blood run cold, his footprints make no sound. Subsequent appearances of Black Shuck, a name believed to derive either from an Old English word for demon or from local dialect meaning shaggy, have immortalized this creature. The image of Black Shuck is incorporated in Bungay's coat of arms, with a nickname for equally legendary Bungay Town FC is the Black Dogs. The bones, uncovered in the ruins of Leston Abbey, Suffolk, were first found by archaeologist group Dig Ventures in a project last year. The story of Black Shuck has to have originated from somewhere, and who knows, it could have originated from the dog which was buried here, says Brendan Wilkins. Painstaking work revealed the skeleton of an extremely large dog. Estimates suggest it could have weighed more than 15 stone, that's over 200 pounds, and stood 7 feet tall on its hind legs. The grave was less than 20 inches deep and unmarked. Pottery fragments found at the same level date from the height of Shuck's alleged reign. Radiocarbon dating tests will now give an exact age for the bones, results that will serve either to enhance the shaggy dog stories or perhaps to support the far less entertaining theory that here lies a 16th century abbot's beloved old hunting dog. Well, I don't think it's a beloved old hunting dog. It looks like it's too huge to be a hunting dog. It's almost as big as a horse. And of course, this was again recently discovered at a very shallow grave, 20 inches below the ground, in Suffolk. This is by Collective Spark. Paul Harris of Daily Mail. Please leave your comments and thank you for your support. Kindly support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box